Hello to you and thanks for joining. Today we're going to look at what is the oldest scripture that we have. This question can be answered in a number of different ways from what we think are the oldest, like the Song of Miriam or the Song of Deborah. But what I want to focus on today is the oldest one that we have written records for. Our oldest written example of scripture comes from a pair of artifacts known as the Ketef Hinnom scroll. These tiny amulets were found rolled up in a cave dating from somewhere between the late 7th to early 6th century BCE. They were found in a tomb in the southwest of Jerusalem by an archaeologist called Gabriel Bar-Kay in 1979. They are made of 99% silver and were originally rolled up, but through careful conservation by the Israel Museum, they were able to be unrolled and the script inside was able to be read. Well, it might be difficult to see from this particular image, but both of the amulets had writing on them. I will leave a copy of the text below, but I will read out the smaller amulet for you. It says, "May she be blessed by Yahweh, the warrior and the rebuker of evil. May Yahweh bless you and keep you. May Yahweh cause his face to shine upon you and grant you peace." You may recognize the last part of that inscription. It comes from Numbers 6, 24 to 26, and it is the priestly blessing, and it's often read out at the end of church services. These amulets push back our earliest written example of biblical text by over 500 years. They were able to be dated both by the archaeological context and the artifacts found with them, as well as through paleography, which is the study of the way words and letters are written. The form of the Hebrew on these amulets is consistent with that of pre-exilic writings, such as those found at Lachish. It's amazing to think that these two little amulets were left by someone grieving the loss of a loved one some 2,500 years ago, and that they would now be so important in our study of the biblical text. So follow along if you'd like to learn more about the Bible and its history with me, Bear.